Despite being the most difficult survival map out of the official options, it's actually really easy to survive if you know what you're doing. So here I'll give you 12 tips that are so solid that Konami are still deciding whether or not they want to sue me. If you like the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it genuinely helps me out. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
That's not good.
Like a glove?
Firstly, when you spawn in, if you want to really make things easy, stay around the coast. Inland is fun for exploring, but realistically, it's a coastal map right now. Here, you'll find the best supplies, more than enough to survive, and the towns are quite tightly packed. The knife you start off with is already in poor condition. It shouldn't be used for combat. Use it for fires only until you get something better. Until then, either avoid combat or use melee weapons. The sheds at the start are always filled with them. Building fires every few minutes is a bit of a pain and just slows down your progression. Heat packs, however, usually give you just enough heat to survive the harsh weather and protect you against getting cold. Until then, just use a torch. It'll give you a heat buff, just be careful. Their flames are quite large and so is their smoke trail now, but if you use them during the day and stick to the trees, you should be more than fine. And remember, torches take up the exact same amount of space as a short stick. Fishing is still the best way to stack up on easy food on Sakhal, and if you stay around the coast, it's another easy method of filling up so much you boost your immunity. Craft an improvised fishing rod using a rope and a stick and create hooks from sticks or bones, or just look around the coast for them. Honestly, they're not too uncommon and you will find them all around. Springs are your best source of unlimited hydration and almost every coastal town has one. Just look for paths like this. They're usually on main roads and always lead to springs. Never travel on the road itself. Always travel in the tree line or the beach. Running in the middle of the road is how I see so many players die. It's a good solid road that leads you to the exact spot you need to hit, so it makes sense to follow it. But following it and using it are not the same thing, which leads me to this one. Although you shouldn't follow the road because you might get killed, you should always be checking for these police cars. Not only can you grab stab vests for a little protection from combat and the cold, but the cars can have weapons, chelating tablets, headscarves, and a bunch of other useful supplies. Another benefit of not using the road and using the beach is the amount of boats you'll come across. Beached boats are your friend. If you spot a boat, loot it. They often have food, hooks for fishing, and sometimes even weapons or tools. They're easy to check quickly and can set you up with basic essentials. Next, it's always good to remember you can warm up bottles or other items. If you're struggling to stay warm and don't want to keep lighting fires, heat up bottles of water by placing it near a fire for a little while. It won't stay warm forever, but it can help you maintain your heat buff for a little bit longer when traveling. You don't need to defrost every food item you find. Most of them defrost on you as time goes by, although this is noticeably quicker with things such as vegetables. When you get a cold, if you catch it early enough, you don't need medication to cure it. As in, as soon as you get it, if you start building a fire and sit around it, getting your heat buff should be enough to help you get over any early cold without the need for medical intervention. When a blizzard hits, if you want to stay by a fire and wait it out, make sure to pick a house or sit around a fire not anywhere near the main road. When the whiteout hits, many players just follow the road or stay close, likely leading them to your temporary safe space. So always go a little bit off the beaten path. But one of the main complaints people have about Sakhal is you have to build a fire every few minutes, and to learn how to not have to rely on a fire every few minutes, watch this video here, or for something else, click here. And as always, until next time.